What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, aka Drip from Team D.D.D, back with another video. In today's video, I have like my first Monarch profile in like 8 months or something. It's been a while. I decided to update Monarchs because this list actually came to me in my sleep. I'm not even kidding, bro. The idea, well, the theory crafting between the two engines combining came in my sleep. I already used part of this engine in my last video, but I decided to full send it and copy the meta decks and run a bigger engine to help us with our engine. So why not? And it is Kashtira. Decided to run Kashtira in here because it helps put more bodies on board and apply more pressure. We can talk more about that when we get there, but the Monarch lineup is going to be kind of standard the way I like it. I know a lot of people cut down on some of these. I just like 3 Erebus and 3 Ether. I just do. I just like always seeing these in hand. I know some people cut them down to 2 or cut one down to Erebus down to 2 or whatever. I don't know. I'm just stuck in my ways, I guess. I just like 3 and 3. And then for the baby Monarchs, I got one Kuraz still. I still like Kuraz. It's free pop. Why not? And then I was running Delg, the Dark Monarch, but I decided to cut it because there's a lot of banishment stuff going on that people like with Malice and stuff running around. So I decided to put my favorite Monarch of all time in there, Raza, just for a placeholder, because I originally was going to run Caius, but it was kind of the same thing as the Dark Monarch. So I was like, screw it. Raza always likes to top deck stuff, and it gives me a reason to run him. If you don't know, Raza is the reason why I became such a fan of Monarchs back in the day, because he was just the one I fell in love with. I thought he was broken back in like the 08, 09 era or whatever, when I started, like, I've been playing since 02, but like I really like dipped in the competitive scene around that time. So yeah, I love Raza. He's the last baby Monarch, and I just really like him. The little guys is kind of bugs people with my ratios, but I'm sorry, it just works. It's what works for me. I like it. But that's 2 Mithra. I was running 3, but I'm running 2 now that I'm running the cash engine. Just don't want to break on cards, unnecessary cards. And then 1 Adia and 1 Adios. This is all I need. I wouldn't even run this if it wasn't for the recycle effect. The recycle effect is the only reason why I even run it still. My personal opinion, just me. I know some people don't run it, and I know some people who run it like max it out. It's just personal preference. My personal preference is run 1 and 1. And for the cash engine, 3 Unicorn, double Fenrir, 1 Resoth, 1 Birth, and then I'm proxying Theosis because I sold mine when they were at peak. Theosis is free in here because we don't run an extra deck, so we don't care about the lock. Summon this, special this, the next turn get this. You can get really spicy with this card if you want, and run a set rotation to play around Droll. And then just give your opponent domain, and then search it later in the combo. And then just use Resource, search this, and get this engine online first, and then you can go because when this stuff's on first or going second, when this stuff's on board before you do any of your Monarch stuff, it just applies a lot of pressure. Just applies a lot of pressure because it makes them think twice about their interruptions. But this is like a poor man's Zaborg, basically, because it rips the extra deck, but you don't get to look or whatever, like you do with the Mega Zaborg or whatever. But it's still really nice to have, and I like this engine in here. It provides a lot for bodies to tribute if need be. They contribute themselves to be able to still use their effects under like eruption and stuff. So there's a bunch of different like utility and flexibility that they bring, and more interaction. So they're 2-way cards that give us offense and defense. So why not run them? That's it for the cash engine. And I'm still playing 3 Pendulum. I like it. Works for me. It's an upstart goblin. Puts a body on board after you go cash, because you gotta put cash cards on board first. Obviously, don't forget that. Monarch stuff. Standard. More standard. 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 And then controversial. just one return. Some people run 2, some people run none, some people are still running 3. I just like one. I'd like the 1. That's just me personally. And then more spells called by because of Droll. I'm running Terraform instead of Set Rotation. In theory, you can run Set Rotation to play around Droll and Lockbird. But right now I don't own a Set Rotation, so I'm running Terraforming. And then one of the good traps, each of the good traps constantly replaces itself. And then searchable skill drain. You only need 1. They can recycle it if need be with Idea or whatever. Clean 40. Nothing I would really change about the deck. I really like the deck. It fits me and my playstyle, and I really like it. And yeah, I hope you all test it out and let me know. It's been like a long time since I've played Monarchs. Like I said, it's been like 8 months, but literally this idea came to me in my sleep, and I was like, that's a no-brainer because they would mesh together so freaking well. I'm not running the time tearing or anything because you don't need it with this iteration of the deck, because you're constantly drawing and specialing to where time tearing kind of feels power crept in some fashion in modern era of Yu-Gi-Oh for right now, at least for right now. But I wanted to keep the deck at 40 as well, so because like the cash cards thin out the deck so much, and then you're constantly drawing and searching off Pantheas in many ways. I feel like you're going to deck thin so much and constantly have a lot of hand resources and stuff, so I didn't feel like time tearing was necessary. And another thing too, since like the Fenrir's, the Kashtira, all the Kashtira cards, and then like the Mithras and all that specials itself to where it allows you to get bodies on board and stuff, to where the only cards you have to tribute summon are your Monarchs if you need to. So like the extra normal summon doesn't ever really come up for me personally, just my personal preference. But it may come up for you, and if you wanted to run it, then you can find room. Excuse me, I yawned. Find room to run it, but I don't think it's necessary. But yeah, guys, try this deck out. Let me know what you think. Again, it's been a long time since I've done Monarchs, and I'm sorry that it's been so long. I've just been so busy like playing other decks and stuff. I forgot all about one of my old favorites. But again, please leave a like, subscribe, bell notification so you never miss an upload if you haven't already. Description for all the ways to support me: my Patreon, my Discord, my affiliate links, and my PayPal and my merch stores down there as well. All the juicy links are down there, and I appreciate you so much for even just watching this video and hitting the like button and supporting me in any way you can. But with that being said, your boy Brendan, aka Drip from Team D.D, signing out next time. Peace. Good night, my guys. I love you.